is now over. Remember, you have 1 or 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I will tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Okay. So you asked me about a new technological device that I have started using recently. So about technology, we all love it, don't we? I myself like to own or use technological devices, but it's not always easy for me to obtain them because most of them are very expensive. So fortunately, a new technological device that I started using recently was an iPhone. Now in our country, young children are not allowed to have their own personal mobile phone till the age of 17 or 18. Same was the case with me. I used to take my mother's phone for a few hours and then I would have to return it to her. But when I got my own personal phone before university, at first it was really hard for me to understand all the features because they're very different from Android. But slowly but surely I got hold of it. And then I installed all the social media apps. I tried connecting with all of my friends, the old ones, and it was fun. I started watching a lot of Netflix shows, and then my university started and I had to travel by myself, and there we have an app, a transportation app that's similar to Uber, so you could easily navigate all the maps and also the Google searches. So I think the main purpose of technology is to make your life easy, and it did fulfill the purpose for me during the time of COVID. We were taking online classes and it really helped me at that time. It was very easy for me to get enrolled in my course modules and see video lectures online, and yeah, I think it did fulfill the purpose.
Which latest technology items would many young people in your country like to buy?
I think it depends on your gender, mostly. I would say the young boys would go for things like any new technological gadget, probably the latest smartphone or laptops or some video games. And I think young girls, as they're mostly focused on fashion and beauty-related items, so they would probably go for equipments that can help them in styling themselves, probably something for their hair or a smartwatch, anything.
Now, let's talk about expensive items that people purchase. How do the expensive items that younger people want to buy differ from those that older people want to buy?
As I mentioned in my previous answer, that your gender has an impact on your choices, I think similarly, your age has an impact on your needs. Now, the younger people below the age of 25, as they are not, most of them are not earning themselves, so they usually buy things to show off to their friends. So they buy things like gadgets and stuff that their friends have, so they can tell them that, okay, they can afford it as well. But for adults who has just started earning, has a job now, they are more cautious on where to spend, on what to spend, how to spend, because they just start learning the financial management. So they don't overspend on stuff, while for the older people, they have more money and lesser years, so they don't really care much about the prices or how expensive the things are, but as they have more experience and they're wiser, so they mostly focus if the thing they're purchasing is profitable for them in the long run.
Do you think that people are more likely to buy expensive items for their friends or for themselves?
I think mostly, if you can afford it, people mostly buy it for themselves, because you know how a human mind works. Acquiring luxurious items temporarily increases your self-esteem. So even if you buy it for your friends on, let's say, special occasions, on their wedding or their birthdays, they're mostly a show-off. Because if you're really close to the friend, you don't care much about how much the thing you're buying, how much it costs. It's more about if they like it, if the gift will make them feel happy. It should be wonderful, not expensive. So I think it depends. If you can afford it, they buy it.
How difficult is it to become very rich in today's world?
I honestly have no idea about it. But I think if you're well educated and you're doing what you've always wanted to do, like your dream job, and if you work hard, you're determined, you're consistent, then you can be successful. And also, your surroundings have a great impact on your mind. So I think if you surround yourself with successful, intelligent people with great minds, so you can learn their innovative schemes of getting rich.
Do you agree that money does not necessarily bring happiness?
Happiness is tangible. I think you cannot measure it, you cannot buy it. So no, money does not buy happiness, but it does provides you peace of mind. Like if you have good amount of money, so you don't have to stress about the day-to-day hustles. You don't have to worry about the electricity bills, the hospital bills, all the other things. So it mainly depends on you. As human beings, we always have this desire to achieve more, and we're never fully satisfied with ourselves. It could be, there's no specific definition for happiness. For example, for someone who's not in a good health condition, for him, happiness would be, being healthy again. Or for a beggar, it could be having $1 million. And similarly, for someone, it could just be, having a supportive, loving partner. But there's a person who has all of these things, but he's still unsatisfied with himself. So we cannot say that money is the source of happiness. No. If you expect things and people to bring happiness to you, you will never be satisfied.
In your opinion, what are the ways might rich people use their money to help society?
Through a lot of different ways. They could build schools, hospitals, or provide services for the poor. Or, they can donate to charities. They should donate more, I think, because the problem I see in my country is that the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. So there's this unbalanced financial situation. So I think they should try to help them. The wealthy people should do more for the society.
We have reached at the end of this speaking test. Thank you.